Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, he had some news for the media this week. He had something to say about his name being thrown around for the Texas A&M job. Listen, if you guys watched my last video or you guys have watched anything on ESPN or you're on X or Instagram, you've probably seen insiders, Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, throwing Deion's name out for the Texas A&M job. Doesn't sound like Deion wants to take it or has any interest. But before we dive into it, before we talk about it, before I show you exactly what he said, because yes, I've got the film, I've got the tape. We're going to show you what Deion Sanders said. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button, jump down in the comments below and let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Because if you're a Colorado Buff fan, you're ecstatic about this news. So, Coach Prime said, I'm here. I'm here. My mother's here. My sister's here. My dog is here. My daughter is here. 3 of my sons are here. And my other daughter comes out for the home games. I get mail here. He pays taxes there. Good to know Deion Sanders pays his taxes, but he says, I'm here. This was in response to a reporter asking the question on whether or not Coach Prime was going to be able to put parents at ease when his name's being thrown out, right? How do you respond to those parents when they're asking questions? Are you going to be here? Simply, he asked, hey, who's asking those questions? Because I haven't been asked those questions. So take a look at it right here.
For us, wherever else. But parents do, they hear it. When they come to you and say...
What parents have heard it that you know of?
Parents who have X, I would imagine.
Have come to me. I mean, you making an assumption. I want to know what parents have come.
Have any come to you?
Mm-mm.
Do they say to you, what would you say to them if they said, are you going to coach my kid? Are you going to be here in 2-3 years to coach my kid? What do you tell them? What do you say?
I tell them what I told them when they came. I'm here. I'm here. Like I tell them my mother's here. My sister's here. My dog is here. My daughter's here. 3 of my sons are here. My other daughter comes during every home game. We're here. I get mailed here. Claim taxes here. Pay taxes here. I'm sorry. I'm here. I don't hear that. I don't hear that. Maybe our recruiting staff hears it, but I don't hear it. I'm too honest, not with parents, and I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Okay, so we got to talk about this because, listen, I mean, Coach Prime, he's gonna be thrown around for a lot of these jobs around college football. He's going to be a desirable name, and as he continues to win, he's only going to be more desirable. The issue is, if you're a Colorado Buff fan, you know the day will come. But the day is not now. Coach Prime, he's here for the long haul. So this now leaves Texas A&M back to square one. Hey, who you going to get? Who are you going to go after? Because Coach Prime's pretty much taking himself off the market. He ain't taking this staff with him. He's built a nice staff out there. He's recruiting well. And you would imagine that as Coach Prime gets into the Big 12 and he starts winning more, his recruiting is only going to go up. Now, the big deal is here, if you're a Colorado Buff fan, you guys are going to have to start opening up your pocketbooks because you're going to have schools that are more desirable than Texas A&M start to come in and offer Coach Prime more money. And eventually, Shedeur and Shiloh, they're not going to be at Colorado. It'll be easier to want to move. Now, I still think we're a ways off from that. If you guys know my stance on it, I don't think Deion Sanders really leaves a job unless it's for probably one of the Florida jobs. The Gators, Florida State, Miami. Not sure if he would take UCF or not, even though UCF would seem like a fun program. I'm not sure if he would be the guy to take that one. I think he's going to look at mainly some of the other big 3 over there. But Deion Sanders, like I said, his name's going to be thrown out in a lot of places. And it's going to be one that you guys are definitely going to want to watch over the coming years because he's going to get some big name hits. When you look at what Deion Sanders said in his name being mentioned for the Texas A&M opening to David Ubin, and he said, I just want to win a game. You think I sit down and think about this kind of stuff? Come on. I'm good. He's good with where he's at. He's content. No need for him to leave. But guys, I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all's thoughts are, because if you're a Colorado Buffalo fan, listen, this is the break you needed. You're excited about this news. You're excited to hear Coach Prime is still all in with the Buffs, even after it's been not, I think, the season that I think a lot of Buff fans expected, but I think a lot of what the season of, listen, let's be honest, to a lot of people, the season's been a success. To some of these people, it's been where they expected it. To some people, it's been a failure, because some people had Colorado going to the playoffs. I had y'all in my comments, but that's a story for another day. So make sure you're joining the discussion. Jump down in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead, you hit that like, and you hit that subscribe button.